Hello, this is my second video in like a couple of days. That is like I'm not sure actually. I thought about like creating a series titled Not for People. And the main goal is to just sit down and talk for 10 minutes. In the last video, I talked about like not creating because of having doubts of having like low self-worth. I've actually like realized like pretty recently that I have like non-existent self-worth. So all of my self-worth was coming from other people, and I wasn't showing anything to other people. Or if I was posting something, no one saw it except like one person sometimes. So my self-worth was non-existent. After that, I started to love myself more. Just like actually like taking credit for myself that I'm doing the stuff I'm doing, right? Because it's way too easy to create something, like put effort into something. I wanna like put effort into something, post it, and then never look back on it. Like not giving yourself like credit that you create something, you know? Just like do a project, finish project, like start project, do project, finish project, next project, and just like doing that over and over and over again. We as humans, we can like fall into this trap. I'm pretty young. I'm only 24, so I'm not sure how it was like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, in terms of like productivity. But when I started my journey, you know, of actually like doing stuff, I was like in this mindset that I need to keep going and going and going, and I didn't even like think about that might be a bit toxic, you know, like going and not giving yourself like breaks, and like actually admiring your like the work you do. I'm not gonna edit this. This is like the authentic experience of just like talking. I think it's like really healthy to have pauses, you know, between sentences, even if we're like I'm talking to you, right? To the person I'm talking to. And you need to well, at least I personally need to have pauses after like sentences and ideas, so I can like actually like think about them, right? What's being said. Because in this like attention economy, if you notice, there's like in the really like super edited videos, there's like cuts or something happening or a sound every a couple of seconds, like an edit there, shot there, changes the scene, another person starts talking. Like something's happening all the time, and you could watch this for 10 minutes and you could be like super interested, but after 10 minutes you could like feel a bit like lost. And sure, like attention is like really important to know how to keep attention, like in conversations. But hacking the brain, right? Like people that remove all the pauses, you know? Like I say something and then I say something else, and people just like remove the pauses, and I just think it's counterproductive. It hacks the brain to keep you like dialed in into watching a video, but it doesn't like help you understand better, especially if you're like watching something that you want to understand, or like maybe an idea. And all I'm saying that the brain needs breaks, right? Like even in actions, like I mentioned, I was like in a loop, and I think a lot of people are in this loop that they just like do and do and do and never take breaks. Because I didn't realize this, but I was doing this for years, that when you watch something, most likely that isn't rest. So if you're like doing a job, like for example, you're going to work and you think, oh, I need to relax, and you come home and you start watching YouTube, like those highly edited videos, your brain is interesting right now. And that like hit me like a fucking brick. Like it took me a while to understand this, because between like knowing and understanding, there's like a difference. Like you could know a fact, like I know sugar is bad, but I still do it. But if I truly understand that sugar is bad, right, I wouldn't do it, right? Like if you know how something's made, like sausages or something, chances are you won't probably like eat them anymore. Like, yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. All I'm trying to convey is that we as humans need pauses everywhere. Our brains cannot like function on 100% all the time. Like, for example, I'm gonna film this video, and old me would be like, do right. It doesn't even have to do anything with the video, right? I would just do something else, you know, just like go wash the dishes, or like go play some games, or like whatever. but just like a really hard lesson which I'm still learning, which, by the way, like, learning a lesson takes time. It doesn't happen in a couple of minutes, you know, just like, oh, yep, I learned it. Maybe it does for some things, but like learning to break the habit, right? Taking breaks so your mind can like relax in between actions. Even talking. I gave an example by talking, like making pauses, you know. After actions, taking pauses. Like, one example I can give is like coming back from a walk, right? Like coming back from the shop. And just like afterwards, just like sit down and just don't do anything for like 5 or 10 minutes. Just sit down. Just don't do anything. Don't grab your phone, don't read like something, no. Don't make tea, don't make coffee, don't eat food, don't do anything. Just like sit there for 5 minutes. Let your brain and nervous system like realize what just happened, instead of like going and going and going and going and going. So yeah, this is just me rambling about stuff.